Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. My name is Leah and today I'm going to talk to you all about my experience in Luxor, Egypt. So I'm doing like a little series about my whole trip in Egypt, breaking it up into parts about the places that I've been. So if you have not watched my Cairo edition, watch it up here and learn all about my experience in Cairo. I'm also going to be doing a vlog about my experience in Hurghada, which is the last main city that I visited. All about Luxor. So Luxor was honestly way better than Cairo. When I got to Luxor, it's like this weight lifted off of my shoulder and I felt so much better about being in Egypt. The only downside is as soon as I got to Luxor, I got food poisoning. And that sucked so much because I was ready to experience so much in Luxor, but I did not have the strength or the stomach to do so. But I still tried really hard and I went out there and I saw a good chunk of Luxor, even though my stomach was messed up. Luxor is way smaller than Cairo. Like you take a taxi across Luxor in like 5 to 10 minutes. It's that small. They have like a little downtown area, but it's not as overwhelming as Cairo. It was just way better. It was calm. The streets were not empty, but they were just like manageable, like a typical like town would be. Also, Luxor had more ancient history than Cairo. Cairo has the citadel, Cairo has the museum, Cairo has the pyramids, but Luxor has the West Bank, which has all the Valley of the Kings, the Valley of the Queens, Ramses 1 and 2, or 2 and 3, Hatshepsut's temple, it has Karnak temple, it has Luxor temple, and so much more that I didn't even list. It has the Nile River. Well, Cairo has the Nile too, but Nile in Luxor is like lush and it's like what you would expect the Nile to be. It's like there's vegetation everywhere and it's there's even an island called Banana Island, which has a bunch of banana trees on there. Yeah, Luxor is the place to be. If I go back to Egypt, or not if, when I go back to Egypt, I'm going back to Luxor 100%. Luxor is way better than Cairo. Luxor also has a museum, and it has two museums. One is like a museum with a lot of ancient artifacts similar to the one in Cairo, and it has like a special mummy museum where you get to like see the like artifacts specifically towards the actual mummification process, and you can see actual mummies. So yeah, Luxor was just nice. So yeah, I got to see a lot of the temples. I did part of West Bank, but like I said, my stomach was messed up, so even though I wanted to do more, I just couldn't. I was just like, you know what, I'm just gonna have to come back. I actually didn't eat like at all in Luxor because of my food poisoning, so I don't know how the food was there. The only thing I could stomach really was this lentil soup from the hotel that I stayed in. I didn't even get to eat that until like day 3. As far as harassment in Luxor, it's not at the level as it was in Cairo. Luxor, you still get harassed. It was like a level down. Like I said, that Cairo was a level 7, Luxor, I'd say a level 5. So, you know, I was able to walk down the street and I got harassed, but it wasn't as aggressive, and I was able to say no thank you, and they kind of like backed off. It seems like the locals are more like protective of the tourists, because what I noticed is there's a lot of European tourists in Luxor. I didn't see as many in Cairo. There's so many in Luxor. European and Asian tourist groups. Also expats that actually live there. A lot of Germans I saw, and I don't know who else. And I did see some Swiss flags hanging on houses, so there's definitely Swiss expats living there. Germans, I saw a German flag. Oh, and of course from the UK, tons from the UK. So yeah, just I could see like expats, women like walking on their own in the town, and I was like, oh, okay. So it felt way better. It had a better vibe. I really loved it. I wish that I felt better so I could experience more of it while I was there. Also the locals were a lot more friendly there. Not that they're not friendly in Cairo, but it's just, I don't know. In Cairo, they seemed either the locals were very standoffish or they were like in your face trying to take advantage of you. In Luxor, they were just more helpful. Like, of course, you still had to be a little bit cautious about getting help from them because they would want compensation. But, like, I had a taxi driver help me. It was really helpful. I had a guy from the temples who like gave me a gift. He actually gave me like 2 gifts, and he like sat with me and he talked to me about like his goals in life, and that was really beautiful. And I talked to him about my goals in life, and he gave me this turtle, which means something to Egypt. And also he gave me like this super cool scarf that you'll see in these pictures. And that was very sweet, very, very sweet. So, yeah, I had a few of those experiences in Luxor. Really liked it. It was very beautiful. Yeah, actually I had 2. I keep forgetting. I had 2 taxi drivers. One taxi driver like helped me to get a bus ticket, and like he went inside with me so I wouldn't get ripped off. And then he also got me like this juice. Like I said, I had several really amazing taxi drivers that helped me out. Very kind, and I didn't get that too much in Cairo. So I definitely recommend 100% to check out Luxor. That's all I have for Luxor. My last video is going to be about Hurghada, which is the place that I ended my trip in Egypt. So if you're interested to see all about Hurghada, watch my next video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.